Jordan, it's super courageous for you to come in today and talk about what's going on. Can you explain a little bit about the problem you're having?
Okay, well, it's getting the winter months, and I am terrified of driving in the snow. Like, completely and utterly terrified of it.
What is that smell?
I understand that you're terrified of driving in the snow. So what's caused this? Have you driven in the past?
No, actually, I haven't driven in the past. I guess it's because I'm from Alabama, and I've only experienced snow, like, twice before I moved to Kentucky. And it was what y'all would call, like, a frosting. And we don't have special equipment in Alabama, like snow plows and stuff like that. So, like, wherever the snow lands, it lands. Like, we might get less than an inch and we're out for a week. So, I just have no experience, and I have an '07 Honda Civic that looks like a little Tic Tac for a car and doesn't weigh very much, and I hydroplane in puddles. So I can just imagine what it's going to be like driving in the snow, and I just get terrified.
So you've had past experience driving. So you said you've hydroplaned before, so you drove in the rain and
Yeah.
you've had a few mishaps.
Well, and I get kind of nervous driving in the rain, honestly, if we just want to go into that too. But I guess just if it's not, I hate driving. I hate it. And I think I was in a car accident. I was in 2 car accidents before in my life. One was with my mom, and there was black ice. So I'm always super cautious about black ice, and it makes me super nervous. And I think that's why, because she wrecked, and it should have killed all of us. So that makes me anxious driving. And then in the rain, I was on a date my senior year, and he freaking just plows into the car in front of us like it was no big deal. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it was on graduation. So I went to graduation with a knot on the side of my head and a concussion. So it's fine, whatever. It makes me super anxious and nervous.
See, these past experiences have kind of added to, even though you said one involved black ice, the other, when you were with on your date, was that in the snow or was that in the rain?
That was the rain.
The rain. So, do you have these same anxious feelings during when it's raining outside?
Yes and no. Yes, if it's raining too hard for me to see. Like, I'm such a baby when it comes to driving, period. Like, I hate driving. I get bored and stuff. And, so yes, like, if it's like pouring rain, it's really bad. But like today when it was raining, like, I was cautious and like I drive the speed limit, but I wouldn't say it bothers me. I'm just very cautious with it.
Do you have these same anxious feelings if you were a passenger in the vehicle?
Sometimes it's not as bad, and it depends on if I trust the person or not. But definitely, like, if we're stopping, like, if I think we should be stopping sooner than what we are, I always grab like the oh shit handle and like prepare myself. But I mean, I haven't been in a wreck since my senior year of high school.
So you think it would be an issue for you to maybe ride with somebody, or those people that you trust, maybe in some of these weather conditions, and see how that goes first?
Well, I don't have a problem with riding with anybody in the snow, which is odd, I think. Which again, like, I have to trust you or whatever, that you have a truck or something that I feel like is more durable than my car that weighs not even a ton probably.
So the issue for you is more driving yourself, trusting yourself, and seeing how you can do it.
Yes.
Have you ever tried driving in the snow at all, or
No.
no?
No.
Would you be willing to maybe try a few things?
Well, I'm guessing I'm going to have to, because I just moved out towards the lake at Holmes Bend. Well, and before I moved, I was in town, so the roads were pretty clear. Well, now, I mean, they pave, or not pave, but they snow plow or whatever my roads, but I mean, it takes a while. But I do have to go to work, so I mean, I'm going to have to suck it up, I guess. I'm just really nervous for it.
Okay. Well, there's a couple of things we could do here to see if you can get through some of these issues and see if you could feel safe driving in the snow. Have you ever thought about taking one of these people that you trust and riding with them, and maybe switching seats a little bit during the drive, and you could drive for just a little bit, just to test it out a little bit, and you know, at the point where you get anxious, you know, you could switch back and then maybe go a little bit further, you know, as the days go by, and maybe drive a little bit more, a little bit further. You know, try those safe roads that you know and that you trust, and see how you do there.
I feel like I could do that, yeah.
And then, see, that would be a good start. We'll find somebody you trust, maybe a family member or a friend, and on, you know, not a heavy snowy day, but like when the snow first starts, ride with them for a little bit, and then at some point you guys should switch. Maybe you drive for a minute or two, and then lengthen that on as we go, and just test that a little bit. You know, you don't want to overdo it at first. You know, baby steps. Try to see what you can feel comfortable with, and drive for a little bit at first, maybe a couple minutes a day, and see how that goes. And you know, the snow is going to start pretty soon, so we'll see how that goes at first, and I'll get with you after a couple times that you drove, and we'll meet up again, and we'll go from there.
All right, thank you.